Hello there! As we all know, Star Wars comes in all sizes. From the large action figures to the small handheld plush toys. I think something from this galaxy far, far away can be found for anyone's collection. Welcome to Unboxing the Boxes, my Star Wars collection. This is episode 70, the small Tsum Tsum plush toys to the 12-inch action figures with vehicles. I grabbed this box from storage and found that it contains some 12-inch Star Wars vehicles with some very cool vehicles. It also contained a chess game, some plush toys, and some small Tsum Tsum, T-S-U-M, twice. However you say that. I'm going to say Tsum Tsum. Or Tsum. I don't know how to say it, so I'm just going to say Tsum Tsum. I'm going to start with the small little toys, and we'll work our way up to the 12-inch action figures. But before I do, I just want to remind you to once again hit that like button, leave a comment as to what's your favorite part of this video's collection, and of course, subscribe to the channel. We are at about 425 subscribers right now, looking to get to that 500 mark, hopefully within the next month or two. Let's get started. Okay, I don't know if all of you are familiar with this, but there is a small little plush toy, like I said, spelled T-S-U-M, T-S-U-M. Not sure how to pronounce it. I'm going to say Tsum Tsum. They came out with a series of little figures, and these are very different from what you're probably used to. For example, this little character here, which, you know, if you would have just glanced at the story, you probably would have thought it was some sort of pig, like a farm animal. But this farm animal is wearing a robe, and he has a lightsaber on his side. Can you guess which character it is? Yes, it is Luke Skywalker. Very different, very unique. The only reason I picked these up is because they had a really good sale on them. Otherwise, I probably would have passed these by at just regular prices. But for a buck or two, hey, I'll add them to the collection. So let's start with Luke Skywalker. We also have Princess Leia. And as you can see, she is from the New Hope, just like Luke Skywalker here. There again, she's got the muffin headdress. She's got her white little robe there. And the tag is almost longer than what she is. So there's Princess Leia. Who else do we have? Well, if we got those two, we got to have all three of the original good guys, right? So here's Han Solo. Or Ham Solo. Anyway, we got a little bit of hairstyle there. We got his vest and his blue pants with the red stripes. You'll notice the hands here are very, very small. He's not going to be able to handle the blaster very well. But there's Han Solo. I don't know if there's a Chewbacca or not. I was not able to find Chewbacca. However, we do have R2-D2. Now, at least from this point, it kind of looks like R2-D2. You look at him from the side, kind of R2-D2. But as you know, R2-D2 is kind of round and squat, so R2 kind of fits in this mold of this kind of plush toy pretty well. Let's move those back a little bit. And if we got R2-D2, of course, there's got to be one for C-3PO. As you can see, golden color. We've got the little belly area there with all the wires showing. Not a whole lot of face there, but we do have the eyes with the slits. So there it is, C-3PO. And if we're going to talk smart people like C-3PO obviously thinks he is, we have to have a Yoda, correct? So we've got a hooded Yoda here. And kind of a brown bottom on Yoda. But not too bad. It's kind of a neat little figure. At least I hope it's Yoda. It's the only one I can think of that it would probably be. Then I got a couple of the bad guys. Of course, we have Darth Vader. And as you can see, not a whole lot of detail on Darth Vader. He's just kind of black with a little bit of sewing there for his face. So not a whole lot to talk about with Darth Vader. We'll put him next to his son. And last but not least, we have a Stormtrooper. So a little bit of detail on the back there. Got little black hands here for him. But there it is, Stormtrooper. So I don't know how many of these there were in this particular series, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Like I said, they were on sale for, I think, maybe $1 or $2 each. So I thought, what the heck, why not? Let's pick it up, see what's going on. Now, these are the very smallest plush toys that I have. In this box was also 4 larger plush toys. These are all from the new sequel trilogy movies. There's 6 in the series. I only found 4. So let's see which ones we got. Well, of course, we have to have Rey. These are called Galactic Plushies, a collectible plush. And as you can see, not too bad for Rey. This is definitely her desert gear that she's wearing here. So, very large head. In fact, the head is probably about as large as the body. Kind of reminds you of the Peanuts characters, you know, Charlie Brown and those guys. We'll see if we, looks like she'll sit there. We also have Finn. So not too bad, actually. Pretty nice little figure there. They're nothing too fancy, pretty simple. But we'll set Finn here next to Rey. And of course, got to have BB-8 if we've got these two, right? And pretty decent BB-8. Like I said, they're nice plush, nice and squishy. Nothing too bad there with BB-8, just pretty much what it is. And last but not least in my collection, I have Kylo Ren. And there again, as you can see, fairly simplistic. Nothing too elaborate there. They pretty much captured the essence of the character. Now, according to the little tag here, there were 6 of them in the collection. I only have the 4. The ones I'm missing are First Order Stormtrooper and Maz. So if I come across those 2, I'll probably end up buying them just to finish off the series, as long as they're not priced too much. So that takes care of the plush figures out of the box. Are we ready to move on to the bigger stuff, the better stuff? Well, that's a matter of opinion. Let me get these guys out of the way. Okay, the first thing I'm going to show you here is a Star Wars chess game. Yes, sir. Fight your own galactic battles as you either are the rebels or the Empire. How well do you know your chess strategies? Anyway, it's not too bad. It's not a real heavy game, but it's kind of light plastic pieces. This is nothing overly fancy, but it does have a pretty nifty set of characters on it. In fact, as you can see from the front here in the enlarged pictures from the front, they have a fair amount of detail. They're not colored. They're either white or black. Kind of a neat chess set. I found these on a closeout and picked up a few of them. Gave a couple away as Christmas gifts and kept 2 of them for myself. That way, if I ever want to, I can open one up and still keep one closed. So far, I haven't opened up either one of them. But I thought this is just a neat little chess set to add to my collection. I think I've shown in previous videos, I do have 1 or 2 other chess sets too, with a Star Wars theme. Now, let's get to these 12-inch vehicles. The first one is a speeder bike. Yeah, this is really nifty. It's a Stormtrooper Biker Scout with a speeder bike. As far as what the back goes, it does have a couple little moving parts, nothing overly extravagant. The figure is actually a fairly basic figure. Does have a little bit of movement. It looks possibly at the, well, I don't even know if the elbows move. And I don't even know if the knees look like they're pretty much locked into place too. So basically you can move the legs at the hip, and you can move it at the shoulder, and you can probably turn the head. But that's about it. It's a very simplistic 12-inch figure. But I liked it because it had a speeder bike and a 12-inch action figure speeder bike. In fact, these I also found on sale. So of course, I had to pick up 2 of them. That way, I can have 2 speeder bikes chasing Luke and Leia. Of course, I did not find the Luke and Leia version of these. In fact, the ones I've got here, they're pretty generic, to tell the truth. So, we have the speeder bikes. The next one we have is Poe Dameron. He is also on a speeder bike. A slightly different speeder bike. As you can see from the back, this speeder bike does look different than the Stormtrooper speeder bike, which is cool because just like we have all kinds of cars, there are various types of speeder bikes. In fact, if you watch the 3rd episode of the Book of Boba Fett, you'll see some very colorful speeder bikes. Some people like them, some people don't. It didn't bother me. I thought it was kind of cool to see a little color on Tatooine, to tell the truth. So we got Poe Dameron here, like I said. Kind of a neat little thing. I don't think his helmet comes off. It looks like it's pretty much fixed onto his head. Oh yeah, definitely fixed onto his head. There again, no movement in the elbow or the knees. But the thing with this one is, I do have 2 of these also, but the reason I picked up 2 of them is, as you can see, the packaging is different. We got a light color and a dark color. It looks like the same scene, but different shading done on it. Also, on the back of the packages, you can see it's like a mirror image of the 2. Figures in a little different spot and so forth, so must have been made in 2 different years or something. And the marketing team just decided for some reason to put a different packaging on, unless one package was for one retailer and another packaging was for another retailer. If you know, why don't you leave a comment below? Now, one of these does have a sticker on them, and I don't know if you saw that or not, but what do you think I paid for this? 10, 15, 20, 25? Well, they normally were $30. That was the normal price. I got these on clearance for half price, so $14.99. So I did not think that was too bad a price at all for those. What else do we have? Well, we have an assault walker with a stormtrooper. It says these mobile assault walkers operate as mechanicalized cavalry units, storming energy positions and running down fleeing troops. Kind of a neat little thing. It also has a few moving parts and so forth, but I just thought these were really nifty vehicles. That's the main reason I bought them. I didn't buy these for the action figures. I bought these for the vehicles. And granted, the vehicles are kind of neat. Here again, I did pick up 2 of these also. Slightly different packaging again. The main thing is right down here, where you can see other things that are offered. See if you can see that a little better here. Or let's try it this way. You can see this one has Darth Vader and Finn and Kylo Ren in that little spot. This one shows you some of the other vehicles that are available, including the 2 I have here, the speeder bike and Poe Dameron's speeder bike. So it looks like I'm missing an Imperial Stormtrooper, but that doesn't say anything about having a vehicle. So maybe I have the 3 that came out with this particular series. Another little thing you can notice with the packaging, one's got a red cover, one's got a blue cover, a reddish tinge and bluish tinge. The pictures on the front, well, obviously this one was kind of a tie-in for the sequel movies, and that one was not. So, what do you think of these? Kind of nifty. I like them. Like I said, I bought them for the vehicles. So that pretty much takes care of what was in the box here. But as a bonus today, if you remember in the last video, I talked about my Hallmark Christmas ornaments that I picked up, most of them at Walmart, but there was a couple keepsake ornaments from the Hallmark store itself. Well, of course, it's after Christmas now. I stopped in Hallmark. The ornaments were on sale. In fact, some of them were 40% off when I was there. So I had to pick up 2 of them. First of all, I've got Grogu sitting on a helmet, and a Stormtrooper helmet, to tell the truth. I tell you what, we're going to open this bugger up and see exactly what we have here. Oh, come on, Hallmark, you're getting kind of cheap here. We don't even have the little plastic to put them in anymore. Now we just wrap it in paper. But there it is. Kind of a cute little figure, isn't it? Grogu's sitting on the Stormtrooper helmet. He's got his little ball to play with. The back detailed all the way around. So not bad. I kind of like that ornament. What else did I get? Well, let me get this one put away first here. Boy, they're getting cheap with their packaging. I've noticed too, I always liked it when the pictures were bigger, like they covered up the whole front. Now we just get this little half picture on the thing. Not a big fan of that. If you've been watching the Book of Boba Fett, you're going to like this one. Because this one does involve Boba Fett. Ah, this one's got the plastic in again. And in fact, this one is Boba Fett sitting on his throne. Yes, sir, there we are. Very nice figure. I like this one quite a bit. This one normally was 25 bucks, but I got it for 40% off. I thought that was worth it. It's a fairly decent sized figure. And as you can see, the hook kind of sits out in the middle from the background. But I think this would look really good. After the last video, somebody left a comment that they have their ornaments on a life tree that they leave up for the holiday season. I thought that was a really cool idea. And I may have to steal that idea and make my own life tree next year. What do you think? How many of you have a life tree? So I just had to show you those quick. Seeing that the last video was an ornament video, I thought I would show you the two new ornaments that I have as part of the collection. Now, I may stop at Hallmark one more time because I have seen Hallmark Ornaments go on sale for up to 75% off after the season. They're trying to get rid of them. So I might have to swing in there again and see if I get there soon enough where I can actually get some more keepsake ornaments at a really good price. You know me, I love my really good prices. Anyway, that finishes off this video. What was your favorite 12-inch action figure here? What was your favorite vehicle? What was your favorite plush vehicle? What was your favorite plush toy? Did you like the bigger ones or did you like the little tiny ones? Leave a comment. Let me know. But until next time, may the force be with you and keep collecting.